Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so today I'm going to be doing a video on my 5 most wanted characters from COUR 3000 or more. I saw Big Aaron do a video on like every character that could possibly coming to for COUR 3. Go check that video out. Pretty cool, pretty cool. But then I went ahead and said, you know, I kind of want to have a little bit of a fun video where I design my own characters. Now I won't lie. I went through multiple different processes of this because one time I was missing Guard Break, or I was missing Havoc, or I was missing Berserker. Like, if I'm missing a skill, you know, just be like, hey, you know, you forgot this really essential skill that probably would ruin the character if they don't have it. I gave myself 1 hour to make 5 characters with skills, and that's what I came up with. So obviously, number 1 character, also comment down below your 5 characters. One of them is going to be per attribute. I'm not going to have any of the same attributes or killers, so keep that in mind. And I wanted to give them a little bit of flair, a little bit of difference, kind of, for each character. Kind of. There's only so many skills you can give each character before it's just like, okay, this is just the same character with a different model. So do keep that in mind. But yeah, let's just go in. So, number 1 character, obviously, Senkai send it backwards. Raijin Senki, however the hell you want to say it, Yoruichi. Holy, yeah. But yeah, I wanted to give her a mine character because I honestly can't remember the last mine. I guess it was Tag Team, so I find Yoruichi. That just came to my head out of the blue. Either way, I like the coloring style with it too. Goes well with the thunder of her. So I don't care. I'm going with that. I want to give her a Hollow Killer Plus because I don't believe at the moment we have a character that's Hollow Killer Plus. Obviously, though, by the time COUR 3 even drops, we will probably already have a character for every single GQ phase with a Killer Plus. But this, at the moment, this is a killer that I wouldn't mind seeing. The killer doesn't matter too much to me as long as it's not one that we already have that's absolutely insane. Like, I'm going to say right now, I don't believe I have a single Quincy Killer Plus on here for very obvious reasons. I don't think they're going to surpass, or at least going to vastly surpass, the end of year Ichigo. Especially considering if these characters drop this year, I don't think they'll, like, super, like, obliterate him. If I have to guess. Her special obviously is just going to be this picture. This is like the best looking picture from her. I feel like she's gonna be I hope she's just in her base, like black, like leotard looking outfit, or you can even have her in the cape looking outfit, and then once she activates Shunko, it like shoots, you know, the spiritual pressure, and it like electrocutes all of the clothing off her like arms and legs, because apparently that's technically what happens. Like, I don't mind either way. As long as the COUR 4 Yoruichi ends up getting the cat form base. Like, that's all I want. As for a soul trait, I ended up... Oh, also, she's going to have weaken and paralysis strong attacks. And then EXs, I didn't come with anything. They said it was going to be a different one every single time, so there's nothing to really go off of. If it has good range, good multipliers, I'm fine with it. Soul trait. 12% recharge, and then 30% damage to paralyzed enemies. We saw this link with Bambietta, so I was like, okay, let me just give her a little bit of flair, be a little bit different. 30%. You could also even bump it up to 40%, you know, change it, make it a little bit more different there. I just didn't want to do more full stamina damage link or something like that, or, you know, have it just a recharge link. I don't know, just why not change it up a little bit. Innate skills, as you can see, the text font is all completely different. Lovely. I ended up giving her Havoc, Sprinter plus 2, and then complete status immunity, or just whatever GQ she's in, she can be immune to. Every single character has this, FYI. And for Yoruichi, I believe she already has long stride built in, like with every single Yoruichi, so that's why I don't have long stride in this character. I wanted to give long stride to multiple characters, but I only have 10 slots on this list, by the way. I'm pretty sure they have more than 10 slots. Like, if I look at the new Ichigo, I'm pretty sure he has more than 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So technically I could do one more, so you could fit in long stride here. I just don't have a font or a text that has 11. I guess technically I do it later on, but yeah. I ended up giving her 60% Berserker, Debilitator value of 5 seconds, Devastation 60, Frenzy plus 3 base, no GQ garbage shenanigans, increased status element chance against hollows, W typo, Marauder, I didn't forget, trust me. Damage to paralyzed enemies plus 100%, just like the Toshiro. The Bankai Hollow Tosh. I thought that was a really cool thing that they did for him. Made him a bit different. Poise Break. Because I don't really care for Poise Break that much, but with how Guild Quest is going, it looks like every single wave is going to have Poise, so that's why I put this on a lot of the characters. If it's not that big of a deal when it gets to like the 5th wave, by the time we end up getting it, then I wouldn't mind them just removing this entirely, because I don't really care for Poise Break. I'd just rather have more damage, or like more fun, like Long Stride or Complete Status Immunity or something like that. You know, maybe just give her some full stamina damage built in, you know, I think that would be fine. But yeah, like, depends how it goes, because I guess with paralysis, Poise Break wouldn't be that needed, to be honest, so you could probably just take this out and give her something else. And then SP boost of 100%, because we haven't seen a single character besides Mugetsu get it, so I just thought that'd be kind of fun. And then weaken defense. Why does that look like it's spelled wrong, but it's not? And then weaken defense, obviously, you know, Soul Bomb, that way you can one-shot any boss, but then I say one. Yeah. As for like the kit, obviously, you know, I would love like the best kit in the game, but it's probably going to be a little bit wonky. But you know, 3K length beam. Also, she's melee, by the way. If you couldn't guess, like, I don't see how this character could be ranged realistically, unless they take the skill of her throwing an arrow at Askin and make that as her entire Nad string. That'd be kind of funny, but probably not. I expect almost every Yoruichi to be melee in this game, so I don't mind that. But yeah, strong attacks, you know, 3K length beam. 960 SA3, or even like the 2-stage strong attack would be pretty cool. But yeah, onto the second character is going to be the Bankai Shunsui, and okay, there we go, there we go, good enough. So obviously he's going to be a captain in Soul Reaper. I made him a heart character because I think it just goes really well with his art. Like, that's kind of how I'm basing it off, but once you get towards the end, it's kind of just like, this isn't working that well. But for the first two, I thought it was peak. Exterminator Killer Plus, because he's melee, by the way. Melee Exterminator Killer, I think is by Little Toto right now. Or did she get? What did she get actually? What did Little Toto actually even get? Little Toto did get Exterminator Killer. Well, sucks to suck, Little Toto. I want you to get replaced. Get wrecked. I don't know. I couldn't think of a killer, so I just ended up giving him Exterminator because, you know, you fight Exterminators, so why not? Obviously, his special is going to be his Bankai, whatever that is. I can't say it. I gave him Weakening and Last Rate, just a really broken combo. Last Rate's almost like every character, which is kind of funny. And yet again, EX skill, make it whatever you want. I don't really care. As for his soul trait, I wanted to have recharge and then the 40% SP boost. Technically, he wouldn't have both of these because I forgot about the 11 skills. So if you want to take off the recharge and, you know, put it in the attainable skills to make it a bit more realistic, go for it. I only have 10 skills down below, but honestly, I think that would be crazy. Like, because I'm expecting this guy to be 10th Annie, either part 1 or part 2, by the way. I'm locking in my answer now. I will have it locked in. I want him to be Anniversary. I think Shunsui deserves it. He did an amazing job. Really liked him in Core 3, so I'd love to see that. But we'll have to wait and see, obviously. But yeah, I would love him for Core, or for 1000 Blower, 10th Annie, Part 1 or Part 2. Either way. Innate skills, Long Stride, Sprinter +1, and then whatever immunity. Don't really care too much. It's not that big of a deal. And then I went up and gave him 80% Berserker base, Debilitator of 5 seconds, Devastation of 60%, Frenzy +3, increased status summon chance against Quincy's, +10%, against Marauder, damage to last-rated enemies of 100%, Havoc of 20, Poise Break, and then the SP boost of 80%, so you'd have 120% SP boost on top of that, and, you know, the extra damage to last-rated, like, I feel like he would be insane. Like, the only thing that he would be missing, I guess, to be, like, rivaling, like, you know, like, Ichigo and them is, like, his EX skill. It would probably go off that, because, like, obviously, if he doesn't have one of the broken ones, then that's kind of unfortunate. But he should be very good. He should be very good. Obviously, I won't lie, I would love if we got double killers, but I just decided to not even add those since we haven't even seen that be a thing for quite a hot minute. But, yeah, Shunsui, probably my favorite captain at the moment. Obviously, though, kind of a little bit of bias since he just recently had one of the coolest fights. But yeah, that is this guy. Now, obviously, you can't do a Shunsui banner, in my opinion, without his villain, Lillie Barro. Oh my goodness, Lillie Barro is so zoomed in. There we go. So, he is power yet again. Yeah, like, I would have loved to give him tech, but the way I thought of this character's moves or attacks, like his skills, I was like, I can't make him tech because that's designed for another character that I thought of before Lillie Barro. Would have loved to make him tech. I think that would have been a better thing, but you know, I'm making one of each attribute, so it is what it is. If he's power tech, I don't mind it. I also think he's gonna be like base or in Volstandish, and then his chicken form is going to be his soul bomb. I would love if that got an actual character. I think it's my favorite form of Lillie Barro. It's just really cool and unique. But I just don't see them making that as an actual character. I see that being as a soul bomb. Just like Pernida, I see him being like the little hand, and then the soul bomb, he would be like the big hand, waving around, doing all that stuff. But yeah, I ended up giving him Stern Ritter. I never changed their killer. Okay, that's fantastic. I honestly can't think of a killer off the top of my head. You guys can give him a different killer. I didn't realize I never changed that. My bad. Oh well, give him a different killer. Maybe Squad Zero. Squad Zero killer melee. Or, no, I think he's ranged. He's ranged. This is the first ranged character. Okay. I guess Sturmknitter ranged. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I saved it. Never mind. It's fine. I don't even know who Sturmknitter ranged is, but it's fine. And then obviously his special would be his Volstandish, you know, him turning into the chicken or whatever. And then like the trumpet, if you guys don't know, his big form with the trumpet against the Now. Oh my god, that was so cool. Was it against the Now or was it against Shunsui? I just can't remember, but you know, the Jupiter thing or whatever it was. That thing was insane. Like probably one of my favorite attacks of all the Quincy characters so far. But yeah, I would absolutely love that. And then obviously EX skill could just be like a really good strong attack and then just like a certain attack that his chicken form did. I'm not too sure. But then again, here we go. Soul trait. Damage to enemies not inflicted by an ailment of 40%. Also, this gauge effect is not his soul trait. This is just because I didn't have any room. So damage not inflicted to an ailment by 40%. We are gonna make power. Great. We're gonna make them a good attribute. Okay. This is why. Basically, I saw Uetsu and I'm like, he's really strong. So I'm gonna make a slightly better Uetsu, possibly, hopefully, for power. Essentially is what I thought. But yeah, and then his gauge effect 100%, and then Berserker, or 100% Berserker, and then an extra Frenzy of 1 whenever you pop the gauge. He has Sharpshooter, so he's going to be ranged. Sprinter +1, and then complete status immunity. Also, the reason I didn't give him status elements is because his attacks, whenever he shot someone, just reminded me of how Uetsu's sword kind of sounded, where it would go vroom, vroom, vroom. Like, if you know what I mean, like when he was stabbing all the Shustaffel in Core 2. Like, it was just really cool. It was really clean. Like, there was no, like, roughness through the holes. It was just bang, 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 just dead, you know? Like, I just feel like it would be a super clean cut. There would be no laceration, nothing like that. I don't know. I just thought it would be kind of cool as well. That's, like, the main reason why I gave him Purity, because it would just be, like, a super clean cut. That was my thought process behind giving him this. But yeah, complete status immunity. Attainable skills, Berserker of 80%. Damage to enemies not inflicted by an ailment of 100%. Devastation of 60%. And then this is where I added the 11th skill because I was like, I really think he needs this. Weaken defense. And then I gave him Frenzy +2 because Frenzy +3 you don't really need as a Purity character. So I ended up giving him Frenzy 2, especially because with the gauge he would get Frenzy 3 anyways. So I didn't really want to give him Frenzy 4. I think that would be a bit much, but you know, whatever. Gauge effect, strong attack recharge of 30%. Gauge rampage of +1. And then he has Poise Break, except Brave Battles, Havoc of 20%. Bombardment +1 and strong attack recharge -14%. Now I will say, there is another skill you can put here. I literally just had it on the. I just had it in my mind, and now I honestly can't even remember it. That's awesome. That's sick. But yeah, you could probably just replace Bombardment or something, because Bombardment I feel like is kind of useless at this moment. I don't think it's like as effective, you know. But I will say another thing I thought of is because I forgot there's just no place to add this. I couldn't remember it, but giving Yoruichi a kill bonus, kind of like either Ichigo's or Yuha's, I think that would be really cool. You know, any kill bonus, to be honest. Like, I think Soifun also has an outstanding kill bonus. Either one of those like that would be cool on any of these characters. Not gonna give a bias or anything. I just would prefer it on Yoruichi. But yeah, Lillie Barro, really cool character. Can't wait to see him in game. Hopefully he gets justice. Because I think he deserves it. On to the next character. We got Big Renji. After his fight with Uryu, oh my god, bro, people were like, this is the best, he's so cool, rah. And I think he got like number 3 most like voted male support character or whatever. That was kind of cool on the anime voting sites. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, he's the technique character. Can you guess what technique doesn't have in the game yet? You probably can. But yeah, he's going to have the Killer Arrancar Plus. He's also a Soul Reaper. And then his special is Bankai So O Zabimaru. I gave him Paralysis and Lacerate. And honestly, because of this fight, I honestly forgot about it. But you could give him like Paralysis and Burn. Or maybe it could be like Senjumaru, where he has Paralysis, Lacerate, and Burn. Because of when he did that big attack against Uryu. Who knows? That could also be really, really cool. I forgot about Status Element Plus. Okay, imagine all these characters have Status Element Plus. Because I forgot that that's even a thing. Because it's just like so brand new. That's on me. But I ended up giving him 14% strong attack recharge. Innate skills of Marauder. Sprinter plus 1 because he's melee, by the way. Sprinter plus 1. Complete status immunity or whatever immunity does not matter. 60% Berserker. Debilitator plus 5 seconds. Devastation of 60%, Frenzy plus 3, increased status summon chance against Arrancars plus 10%, and then here it is, the Technique Rampage character is real. Rampage is one of the most disgusting skills in the entire game. Like, they just do not want to give out the final Rampage character, so I was like, alright, let's give it to the boy Renji. He deserves it. Damage to lacerated enemies of 60%, Havoc of 20%, Poise Break, because I just feel like the poise is kind of needed, or like, you know, to like knock him down and whatnot. But I guess if you have paralysis, not really. So, you know, you could also change that. And then the SP boost of 80%. So yeah, you know, obviously if he gets like, you know, the kill bonus or something, that would be also absolutely insane. Kill bonus, I think, is really cool. Even if you just get like full stamina damage and more berserker or something like that, that's just like a whole other multiplier on top, which I think is a really cool idea. And yeah. Like, as I said, the color gets a bit odd because, like, Renji as technique feels kind of weird, but his last 2,000 or lower have been power, so I wanted to make it a little bit different, you know? So, yeah. And now, onto the final character, and I will have one more after this final character, but the final one is what you would design the character as, because I think that's kind of an interesting idea. We got, oh wow, it is super zoomed out. There we go. There we go. Uryu, his Volsundish Uryu, is going to be a Quincy Inhuman affiliation with Captain Killer Plus. He's a ranged character, so he would be replacing Candace, I believe, which I don't mind. I don't really care for the Candace and Strong Attack kit all too much, and a lot of Guild Quest skills. As you can see, I don't want to give any of these characters Guild Quest skills, because I think almost every fight in Core 3 deserves, like, the best character possible. They were all so good, but I can't wait to be disappointed. Captain Killer Plus is Volsundish. I don't even know if there's a name for it yet, so I just put Volsundish. And then for Uryu, I want Lacerate and Drain. I haven't had a Drain character in a while besides like Remy and Lil Toto, so why not? And also, no, Remy has Paralysis and Drain. Never mind. I was gonna say it's also the same as Remy, but no, that's not true. I don't know, just good. I like the combo. 14% strong attack recharge, and then a new soul trait, kind of. Full stamina only, increased strong attack damage plus 30%. So it's like a slight buff compared to the usual 20% that we've been getting from Resurrection soul traits. I think that'd be pretty cool instead of just getting like only full stam or status element links or whatnot. And then for innate skills, I gave him Sharpshooter, Sprinter +2, complete status immunity, or whatever immunity, doesn't really matter to me. A Berserker value of 60%, Frenzy +3, Devastation of 60%, Debilitator +5 seconds. I hope I gave Debilitator to every status element unit. I probably didn't. Increased status element chance against Soul Reapers +10%. Damage to status element enemy affected enemies of 60%. So this is just base. Like if I inflict with any status element, extra 60% damage. Poise Break, except regular odds +1. Havoc +20%, and then an SP boost of 100% on top of the weakened defense. So yeah, I don't know. I just thought it'd be kind of cool. And then obviously, I feel like he's a bit more underbaked compared to the others. Maybe I'm wrong though, and I'm just looking at it weirdly. So yeah, like a killer enemy defeated bonus, you know, would definitely like add into these characters. But I was just doing this little like kind of thing. I just thought it would be kind of fun. Let me know down below your favorite of the 5. And now, this is the character I want people to do on their own. COUR 3, this is going to be the Hado 90 Aizen. You know, the one that, like, you know, he does the Hado 90, and then eliminates all those little, like, black squid-looking things that Yuha shot everywhere. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a template for this, obviously, by the way. This is just on my Photoshop, so I can't, like, give this to you or anything. But, you know, if you want to, let me know down below. Let me know down below your favorite character that you would like to see in COUR 3 as a character. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Take care. I hope you guys have an absolutely amazing day. Peace out.